I worked on a campaign that summer after high school, and it was like a market research internship. We were going door to door asking various registered Republican voters a series of 5 questions, which then later that senator would shape his policy and stances around.
Interesting.
Do you want to know what the first question on that list was?
What was it?
It was on a scale of 1 to 10. How fearful are you of an Islamic terror attack on U.S. soil?
Oh, no. And you asked that in Illinois?
I asked that 3 miles from here in Glenview, Illinois.
To Republican voters?
Yes.
In 2016?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you find out?
People would say 10. And me standing on their front porch wasn't helping, by the way.
Okay.
And I mean, I wrapped up that internship. I started my freshman year at DePaul University, and I got a phone call from the head field director for the Glenview office. He said, Bushra, you got the most survey results. And I said, thank you. I will add it to my LinkedIn. And he said, you should run for public office. And I said, I'm 18. And he said, you should think about it. And I did. And 3 months into Trump being inaugurated as our president, I ran for the Cook County Board of Commissioners against a 16-year Democratic incumbent, and I was 19 years old at the time. So on election night, I cried, and I lost. It was a 2018 primary cycle, and there was a news reporter that day who said, will you run for public office again? Literally as I'm crying. And I said, no, like, why would I? The people didn't want me. And there was someone watching that news segment that day who called me first thing the next morning. They said, Bushra, you registered thousands of people to vote for the very first time. We had historical voter turnout because my name was on the ballot. 4,400 net new voters to be exact.
That's cool. Yeah. That doesn't happen very often.
Agreed. And that person said, you have to run again. This time I will support you. Just don't run against me. And it was my former opponent, the 16-year Democratic incumbent who wrote me my first check.
Wow.